Number one, letting go of created debt. Now, this is so important. Your vibration creates your reality. And so, if you are part of everything, unless it doesn't bring peace to your life, there's nothing that you cannot have. So, often the case is you have to work out why it is that you are creating the debt. And once you do that, you can then see the opportunities to change you being in debt. Now, as a child, my mother and father took us on holidays, looked after us, but money was scarce. They plowed money into more of enjoying life than they did about having plenty of items. And so this really had meant that I always had the thought that we never had the money. So this mindset of mine was that when I created money, I would spend it quite quickly. Also, now I've traced back that I was a monk in a past life who didn't have money, and so I didn't like having money. So all these factors are starting to work out that really the only reason why I'm in debt is the fear of not having money, or the fear of not being good enough, or letting people down over money. And this has actually created quite a few scenarios and situations. So many times I've created a lot of money only to lose it all, or to create opportunities to be in debt. And once I understood this and asked the universe why I'm in debt, the universe showed me that this was a lesson that I had created. And this is a lesson that I had attached to. And once I understood this, then I could let go of the debt. So, is it that easy? Well, what the universe is showing is that your vibration is creating a reality, as I said before. But why is it creating that? If you imagine that opportunities and situations to not be in debt are always coming our way, then any time that you're in debt, it is because of your lack, your thoughts. So every time you get a bill, you're going to start worrying about not being able to pay, not having enough money to cover the bill, and one thing and another. So if you're always thinking that way, then you're always putting this vibration out. So not having money as a child meant that I was focused more on just enjoying life in the moment. And so not having money didn't make a big difference to my life because I did enjoy life. And actually, when I got money, I tended to find that I just spent it. And so maybe I should have learnt more about savings, which I did do when I was 16. I saved a lot, and then an incident happened and I lost all my money, a car crash. That wasn't my fault. And so the injustice. So I was actually vibrating then to lose even the money that I had. And so if you're part of everything, then you're only in debt because of a lesson or a reason or a vibration. And once you understand this and let go of this, then you can allow the next stage, which is the opportunities. So this is quite clearly hard for me because that is one area that I do feel emotionally attached. So I've traced this back, and it has happened in a lot of my past lives where I was a lord of the manor. I had loads of money. I had a lovely relationship. And then people were jealous and they actually took my wealth away and killed me for my wealth. So obviously I have a pain attached to having money and the people taking money off me, which is what I'm vibrating now, that it doesn't matter how much I bring in, there'll always be somebody to take it off me or try and swindle me. And also I've attracted to situations where one of my friends took his life over money and relationships. And so And I also had my car where somebody jumped the lights and I ended up having to pay for my car. So there's quite a few scenarios and situations that I've created. But when I asked the universe, I suddenly saw the big picture. And this is the key to it all. Once you understand the big picture, then you can set yourself free. So I realized that when I was younger, I wasn't meant to have money at that time, but the money was spent on better things, on holidays, on enjoying and everything. And so even though we were told, look, we can't afford this or we can't afford that, and that stuck in my mind. I went the opposite way when I had my son, and I spent more money. I overspent, and so created debt in that way. And I even created a scenario where I got injured. And even though I'd paid for all this insurance and everything, the actual credit card company or the loan company actually refused to pay, which caused me to be in more debt. So, but it was my creation. And that's what you understand. Once you hold on to it and realize that it's your creation, because if you're part of everything, then there's no reason not to have the money. There's no reason not to be in debt. But you can not see the opportunities. You don't see the ability to move on. You're still trapped in that fear that you're not going to have the money. And so it's definitely letting go is a major part. Then when we see the opportunities, like it happened to me the other day, I needed some money, and straight away within 2 hours it was sorted and in my bank. And that just showed me then that I am actually vibrating less of the debt and more of the abundance, more of the opportunities. And so when an idea comes to me, I still send it back so that it can evolve, so it can get bigger. And so there's less resistance on the body. So if you get back to the moment, clear your body and then order, I found that there's less resistance of having, more opportunities of having. So the big picture is that you can change. When you see that when you didn't have money, it was for a reason, and see the big picture to why, then you release. So if you see that being in debt is giving you the opportunity to look for more avenues to make money, or look for different ways, or to not spend in certain areas, or to enjoy life, or to resonate with the universe, or to allow then that more opportunities will come, and you will find that the debt starts to change, because there's no reason why you shouldn't be debt free. It's just your vibration to start creating and attracting these situations to be in debt.